We're gonna build our own hitch receiver. It's just gonna be a piece of 4x4 tube. Just gonna slap it on the bottom here, and then we got one of these hitch receivers from AutoZone, and Jake's gonna weld this on, and it'll be way beefier than any other trailer hitch, and it'll be able to tow more than what this truck would be capable of towing, so that's good. But yeah, tonight's Jake night for Jake, and I said date night, not Jake night. Tonight's date night for Jake and his girlfriend. So I'm gonna get as much stuff done until I have to watch the kiddos, and then hopefully tomorrow at the latest, I don't know how long that date night's gonna last, but tomorrow at the latest, hopefully the truck will be done, and we'll be bringing this piece of shit back up onto the patio, because it needs a lot of love. What's up, YouTube?
This is high quality. Check this out.
And scene. Alright, so right now I'm working on getting the base of the hitch cut out. So what I did was I measured from the outside of each frame rail. There was this little plate that someone had welded in really shittily that I just banged out. This will be the hitch receiver. We're gonna cut a square hole in the tube that we have, slide this in, cut it down to size, and then the square tube that we're using is this right here. This is what the Buick frame was made out of, so it's definitely way beefier than really any hitch that you can get. So I'm gonna cut it here to right here where my mark is, and that's the width of the frame, that tiny narrow ass frame. And yeah, it should be able to withstand much more than what my suspension can handle, so we'll get into it. Remember, always do this kind of cutting with no guard on. Words to live by, and probably die by too. I'm gonna go put a hoodie on. Fucking waiting. Now it's time to sweat my ass off. Woo! The plan here is I'm going to figure out the center on both sides, exact center. And then I'm going to trace this out on this, and then I'm just going to use that cutoff wheel to kind of overcut a little bit, and then I'll just correct it with welding, and then paint over that. Since I know that the outer diameter of this is 2.5, I can measure out half of that, which is 1 1/4. this will go in here. There's the farther down. We're going to make it, we use Jake's trailer hitch on his truck as a reference. He has 4 inches like facing out, so we're going to use that as a reference on this. So I'm going to cut to 8 inches, and then I'm going to add an extra 1/2 inch on as well, so that Jake has something good to weld on for the backside. So I'm going to measure out 8.5 inches. This should be the last cutting done on the truck. I hope. There should be.
Man, you're getting your shades. This is wrecked.
Do you like the helmet?
I thought look over here, it's like the
Yep.
Activity.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna be right up next to it.
We'll do it.
Alright, can you see this right here?
Yes.
Just stare right there and you'll see it. Got your thing on? See my gun?
Ow! It got me, got me, got me. It got my shorts.
That's alright.
You alright? Yeah, it won't hurt you.
Here, come around.
Sometimes it's a little stingy, but you'll be alright.
Come around this way.
No gas.
Now go around through here. Go through the sunroom.
Hammer. That is, man, I guessed that perfect. I cranked the filler all the way up. I got that gap plug good. That got ridiculously hot.
Yeah, it's still
My
smoking.
hand wasn't even close to that and it melted my glove.
Look at that
Fit it
six.
nicely.
Oh, dude, I can feel the heat radiating off
Oh
this.
yeah, she's dumb fucking hot right now. Whoa, what the shit is this?
What?
It's so big. Time to eat.
Alright, I'm gonna just try to record this while the neighbor mows his lawn. We finished the hitch yesterday. I just wanted to show off Jake's welding skills. Look at that. These are just U-bolts from Tractor Supply that he welded on to the bottom. But yeah, fucking dimes. The caps aren't great, but you know, what are you gonna do? There's just sheet metal. But he did a great job. I just have to grind that up, make it look good, and then paint. There she is, y'all. Finished product. All painted up. Looking spiffy. So yeah, that should be able to haul more than what the truck would be capable of. And it might end up finding out a little bit. We got to tow a U-Haul trailer back from Nebraska, so I might end up towing it with this. But yeah, there's the hitch. So I've been home a couple days now. I figured I'll just use this clip for to talk about in each video that I make. The stuff that was done, just kind of like a follow-up getting home. Yeah. So the hitch that we built, we did our best to make it kind of unassuming. So all the wiring, we kind of just cobbed all the wiring together for the whole thing, just to get it ready, because it's going to go through a full frame-off restoration in a couple years, maybe next year, I don't know. But I wanted to kind of tuck everything away, so behind is where I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of dark, and for whatever reason the lighting's not working well, but I tucked the trailer wiring harness away. Obviously that hasn't been tested yet. I literally just drove the truck home from Tennessee. But this trip out to Nebraska and all this western shit that we're doing, it may end up getting a little bit of a test. Ashley's daughter's moving from Nebraska to Tennessee, and she's gonna need a U-Haul trailer for the trip home, and it's $1,000 cheaper to drop it off near me than it is in Knoxville. So I'll probably end up, at the very least, towing an empty trailer the rest of the way home. We'll see how the truck handles doing that. Hopefully I don't die, so, yep.